everybody. Welcome to Leo and Lucky's. I'm Rachel.
I'm Bree.
Bree's our retail manager. I'm sure you've seen her around. Today, our topic is going to be how to build a better bowl. Most of you probably do kibble, and kibble is a great base, and many dogs like it, and it's super easy and convenient for us as owners. But how can we raise that nutrition level up a little bit? So, Bree, if you were to take 3 top things that you could elevate a customer's dog's bowl, or cat's bowl for that matter, what would you suggest? Start with your favorite.
Okay, so I think even us as people, everybody needs more moisture in their diet. Like, you need some sort of broth in there. You need some sort of milk. If you're gonna do cereal, you can't have cereal without milk. Like, you're not gonna eat dry cereal. So every single meal for these animals needs moisture. If we really think about it, moisture for them comes from their food.
If we look at ancestrally in the canine diet, they were eating something that was 78% moisture when they would kill a prey. So if you think about that, and we've taken all of that moisture out of their natural diet and put them onto a kibble, which, don't get me wrong, we sell a ton of kibble. We've got fantastic brands. I wouldn't change a thing as far as what we do for our lineup for you guys, because I think we have a really good selection. But just adding a little bit goes a long way, and some is better than none.
So when you see your dog or your cat at that water bowl about 30 times a day, that should be like an indicator, like, oh my gosh, they're thirsty. Like, we need to give them moisture.
A lot of people don't realize that we are smart enough to pre-hydrate. So we try to drink a lot of water throughout the day so that we don't get dehydrated. Once we see the dogs and the cats at the water bowl, they're already dehydrated. They're going there to fix a problem.
Right.
But there are so many things that you can do to add to that bowl to make there be more biological availability of the moisture while they're eating their food. So we mentioned bone broth, and we have that in shelf stable containers, and then we also have it frozen.
Yep.
Different than the bone broth that you're going to find at the grocery store. It's not a stock, so it just is cooked with the bones. Some of them do like celery and things like that, but you don't want to just do a packaged bone broth that has cooked garlic or onions and things like that in it. Goat milk, we sell a ton of goat milk. That's a great option. And you can even do something as easy as water. You know, I'd love for you to come in and get some other things that might add some more nutrition, but even just adding water to your bowl will help that pet out quite a bit.
Option number 2 is adding some fresh food in there. Nobody likes to eat just kibbles and bits. Nobody's gonna want to just eat that boring, burnt little, like, nothing.
Crispy nuggets.
Like, I wouldn't want that either. So when your dog starts to get picky and your cat just doesn't want to eat it anymore, like, it's because they're looking for that fresh food. They're looking for the carrots. They're looking for the green beans. They're even looking for some livers and hearts. They're looking for something to incorporate into their body. Their body's craving it. So any fresh food is better than no fresh food. I mean, we have amazing options here for toppers. We have amazing canned foods even. We've got options.
Just something to zhuzh it up a little.
Yeah, make it appealing.
Okay, so top 3 things. Moisture, adding some fresh food, raw food, toppers, something like that. And then what else can we do to add more fun to the bowl?
Rotation. I am a big fan of rotating. My dog is a big fan of rotating. He doesn't like to eat the same thing twice. I mean, I don't. I know that he doesn't. My cats don't. Getting different proteins into the diet, it allows the body to diversify. So you want to build up the microbiome. You want to build up the gut. You want to make sure that it's got all of the tools it needs to defend against things that it's not going to be used to. But if you give it the same thing over and over again, it just doesn't have any tools. It's got nothing to use to fight against bacteria, viruses, the environment, nothing.
Yeah, your immune system is everything. So if you can
get
better health through nutrition, different meats and different vegetables provide different amino acids or vitamins and minerals to the diet. So if you were just to have, you as a person had salmon, broccoli, and brown rice for dinner, that's a great meal. but it's not a good diet.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of think in that way. And I know that with Hermes, you rotate
Every day.
all the time.
Every day.
And I do too. I have 4 dogs. Each eat not only something different than each other, but I pull out food for each of them for 2 days. So they eat the same thing for 2 days, and then I switch it up.
Yeah.
And then I don't have picky dogs because they're always like,
That's
"Ooh,
true.
cool! You know, what do I get today?" Where can they find these items when they come into the store?
If we're talking about moisture, I mean, we have a lot of really, really good options in our freezers. We do have shelf-stable options as well. However, if you want the most bang for your buck, you're going to go straight to the freezer. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be better than anything you can get shelf-stable. Bone broths, goat milks. We've even got like powdered bone broths. Like we've got the shelf-stable stuff. So don't feel like you're tethered to a freezer, but I'm just saying we've got a lot of good options.
Some veggie mixes.
The protein mixes, the protein toppers. We've got hydrating little boosts by Tucker's. So I mean,
Ooh, those are exciting.
We've got toppers for days.
Toppers for days. Can you maybe give them a sneak peek of something that we haven't told anyone yet? So it's a secret and we don't have all the details yet, but you'll have to stay tuned for more information on our event page.
If we're talking about our little event, so we want to try and entice you customers to come out and do a little bit more learning with us. I mean,
do a deep dive.
We want to teach you. You don't know what you don't know. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're going to start with moisture because again, it's my number one. It's a must-have in the diet. Cat or dog, it's very, very important. So stay tuned because this summer we're going to do a little something with
coming to a Leo Lucky's near you.
We're gonna get interesting with it.
Yeah. So to wrap all this up, if you have any questions, you know where to find us. Come to the store. You can send me a note through the website. You can email myself, Rachel M at leoandluckies.com. You can email Bree V at leoandluckies.com. We're here for you and we appreciate you very much. Thank you for supporting us all these years and we look forward to seeing you in the store. Bye. Bye.